Welcome in to the newest episode of the Hoth Hangout podcast. We're glad to have you here joining us. Remember, as always, you can check out the Hoth Hangout podcast everywhere you get your podcasts on Spotify, Apple, or anywhere else in the podcast universe. Check us out also on the socials at Hoth Hangout, over on the Tickety Talk and Instagram and Twitter at Hoth Hangout on all of those, and subscribe to the Hoth Hangout YouTube channel if you are not already subscribed over there. We would very much appreciate it. Once again, welcome in. Joey, what's going on, man? How are you?
What is going on? We're doing a little bit early this week, kind of throwing off what we normally would do, but yeah, I'm excited to talk about a little bit of the species around Star Wars. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one. We just watched together the Denver Nuggets take down the Miami Heat.
Shout out Denver.
What a good team Denver is. So shout out to Denver. Their first championship, I think, as well. So good for them.
Be on the lookout for the offshoot podcast, NBA basketball.
There definitely is a YouTube channel that is created for that. So
it's sitting in the background just waiting. Well, once again, welcome in. As you heard Joey mention, we are going to be breaking down our tier lists of various Star Wars species.
Actually, wait, hold on. There was something I wanted to do first before that, if we could. Can I throw an audible here and do something?
Audible. Let's hear it. What's happening?
So I don't know if you guys are aware, but there was a new Star Wars game announced just yesterday from Ubisoft, and we do have
my favorite game company, by the way.
Oh, is it? I did not know that.
They're the ones Just Dance, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Assassin's Creed. I thought Just Dance was yeah.
That too.
we need a Just Dance podcast episode or something like that. I think that'd be fun.
Just Dance Star Wars. That'd be pretty
fun. But so we do have the trailer here that we wanted to live react to right here on the podcast. I think it'll be the first time we'll be doing something like this on the podcast. So what do you think, Ben? You want to do that first before we do anything else?
I would love to. So I have zero information about what I know the name of it, and that's all I know. So this is literally the first time I'll be seeing this trailer. I'm excited.
I have watched it, and I'll be honest, I kind of forget things a lot of the time. So I try to block my memory from anything that I've seen just for this. So this is a kind of a somewhat
you watched it and then force yourself to forget it.
Exactly. Yeah. Just for the podcast. This is the types of things I do for you guys.
All right.
So let's take a look.
Content inappropriate for children.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere.
That's cool.
But the world here belongs to the syndicates.
Is that Han Solo? Was that somebody else?
I want to
survive.
Like it was Han. I have to play their game.
Who's this guy?
Looks like I'm all in.
It looks like an axolotl.
It does look like an axolotl.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
Oh, there she got first.
This is like a first-person open-world game, right?
Yeah, from what I've heard. It's a thermal detonator. Oh, was it?
I've been held back my whole life. And now...
Oh, interesting music.
I guess I didn't even
to finally be free.
think about the title being Outlaws. Is it a bounty hunter game?
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust
Jalen
me.
Brown?
It'll be dangerous. Risky.
He's in Star
But
Wars?
if you pull this off, you'll
Confirmed.
never look over
Headcanon.
your shoulder again.
That droid was... Whoa, Rancor.
Ooh.
That's a good transition into today's topic, too.
Yes, it is.
The underworld shows no mercy.
It looks menacing.
The evil version of Bail Organa.
Galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Oh, there's a lot you can do here.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
Oh, interesting. So it doesn't give a more specific date than 2024.
Yeah, it does not. I will say though, I think it was at the beginning of this year that Ubisoft even mentioned that they were doing a Star Wars game. So for them to actually have footage of it right now is
Right.
kind of promising, actually.
I'm a little bit surprised just that it's coming so soon off of the release of Jedi Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if because it's not like, lightsaber, Jedi, Sith.
Right. Yeah.
Does it have the same draw to a general audience?
Right.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I'm definitely gonna play it. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
we're gonna play it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
it
looks
good.
pretty fun. But I mean, it just looked beautiful. I don't know. I just want to know the little axolotl's name and their what's up with them.
So is she a bounty hunter? I don't know.
That
Like,
I didn't read more into it other than just like I
maybe
forget
she
even what her name is, but yeah, they have a name for her. But yeah,
interesting.
it looks good. Looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're watching the video version of the podcast, not only were you able to check out that trailer, but comment down below how excited you are for this new game coming out in at minimum 9 months from now, or
I'd be
maybe
shocked.
yeah,
I think we have at least a year going into it.
probably a quarter four,
Yeah,
2024
yeah,
release.
right. Yeah. A little Christmas gift for us all in 2024.
Ooh, that sounds like good. Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. Thank you, Joey.
Yeah, that was completely not planned. Nicely done.
Yep. Not planned at all. Well, you heard us mention a few species in that trailer, one of which was the Rancor, one of my favorite species. We don't have Rancor on our list of species to choose from today.
My bad.
I no, that was not a shot at you, but we do have lots of other interesting species, 20 in total. Isn't that right, Joey?
Like, a few more than 20 actually,
More than
maybe
20.
20.
Even better.
Yeah, 20 plus.
Well, we are going to be going through these one by one, talking it out. Let us know as well if you disagree or agree with any of our selections. Would you like to read off our categories for the day, Joey, that
Sure,
we'll
yeah.
be sorting these into?
From top to bottom, we've got the top tier. We call it the Galaxy's Finest. Kind of reminds me of the chocolate. Remember the chocolates you used to sell like in grade school? I think it was
Chocolates?
yeah, like it's called World's Finest Chocolate. I don't know if that's
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
just reminds me, but this is the Galaxy's Finest. So,
Galaxy
um,
Finest.
the second tier is called Rays of Sunshine. Of course, the play on our good friend Ray, from the sequel trilogies. It only seemed appropriate that the middle tier is mid Ichlorians. That's for all you younger generation people. I definitely shouldn't be saying these types of things, but I think Ben can pull that off a little bit better.
I want to give a shout out to Sarah. You know who you are. You who always uses the word mid. This one that tier is for you.
Of course, the fourth tier here is called Nerf Herders, and the bottom tier, the Bantha Fodder. So
Now, are these scruffy nerf herders or just regular nerf herders?
oh, we should probably should have had another tier for the scruffy ones as well, but we'll keep them all together.
And is the last tier, is it Bantha fodder? Or are we obligated to pronounce it the same way that Sebulba does?
I, you I think you should be the one to say it if anybody. You're the impersonist out of the two of us.
Bantha Pudu.
Nailed it.
That was my below average Sebulba impersonation. Well, where are we starting? Just from left to right here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Speaking of Thrawn, going to be in the new Ahsoka show. A few of these species I had to like. Thrawn was not one of them. He was one that I just knew off the top of my head. A few of these I definitely had to look up, and I was like, "What is the name of that species?"
Yeah.
Like, is it Nien Nub, Lando Calrissian's co-pilot?
Yes, that's right.
I had no earthly idea what
Celestin?
Celestin, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Thrawn. Where are you putting him? What's your initial thoughts?
God, he's just so it's hard because it's like
There's
with all of
certain
these
species like
you think of a particular
yes.
character,
I
and
was
then
gonna say
that's
the
where
same
you
thing.
want to put everything. So obviously Thrawn kind of being, I think the name of his species is the Chiss. I think that's the way you say
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think initially I would put him in the second tier in the Rays of Sunshine.
Rays of Sunshine. I think I have an affinity for Thrawn that wants to put him in Galaxy's Finest, but I would be totally okay putting
Okay.
him in Rays of Sunshine, just like for the sake of the general species.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking specifically Thrawn, I'd probably go higher. But
Yeah.
because this is a species tier list, I feel like
Right. Right.
that's a good spot.
Yeah. And I will say I try to pick pictures of people that we kind of knew for most of them, and then some of them I try to pick pictures that of characters that we didn't know. So just
Yeah.
a fair warning of that. But I mean, someone like Thrawn, you're gonna know right away who that is, or of for that particular species.
And
I
especially our next species too. I feel
Yeah,
like
the
more
Hutt.
people would definitely know who Jabba the Hutt is probably than Thrawn.
True, this is very true.
I
Um,
what are we grading on here? Because I feel like Jabba,
right,
depending on what your criteria is, could be in Galaxy's Finest or Bantha fodder.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's really up to our discretion, I think. I mean, I'm kind of throwing him down in the Bantha fodder as far as,
See, I
or
was
like even nerf herders. I might give him nerf herders just to throw him a little bit of a bone here.
yeah, I'd be comfortable with Nerf herders. I was honestly leaning toward mid dechlorian.
Okay. I
I
mean,
think
I think I
the
mean, and our first guess here, I mean, our first placement doesn't have to be the final either. At
yeah,
the
yeah,
end,
we
we
can
could
move them around at
kind
the
of
end.
move things around. So yeah, I'm okay with the mid Eclorians
Okay,
for
okay.
the
Just because
Huts.
he's like a pretty main character, and
Right,
the
yeah.
Hutts, if you've seen I don't know what season of Clone Wars that is.
Mhm.
There's kind of a fun arc in Clone Wars where is it his nephew, Jabba's nephew, or his son? I can't remember.
Something I think it's his nephew, that sounds
Yeah,
right. Zero?
yeah,
Is that you talking about Zero?
Zero the Hutt, yeah, where they have to, like,
Mhm,
rescue him or something like that.
mhm.
It kinda made me have more of an appreciation for the
But
species.
he was so annoying though, wasn't he? Wasn't Zero,
Yeah,
like, super
maybe he
annoying?
brought the species down.
This is what I'm saying, yeah.
But should we go nerf herders?
Yeah, let's bring him down. Just like that.
Nien Nub, right? I'm pronouncing
Yeah.
that correct, right?
Yeah, with the Celestins, yes.
The Sulistans. I see, again, I had to look this one up. I had no clue what Nien Nub's species was before
Mhm.
preparing for this episode. Um, I don't know. I like Jabba the Hutt more than Nien Nub. How do you feel?
Um,
But he's
I
not
don't know,
Bantha fodder.
he's definitely not Bantha fodder. I mean, I'd put him at mid if I had to choose.
Above Jabba? Or
I think I'd put
okay,
him
this
in
I
mid.
need to stop thinking of it as
As
Jabba
him, yeah,
and
right,
start
right, right.
thinking of it as the Hutts.
Huts, as well as the Celestins too. But I
Uh,
mean, the only Celestin that I know would be Neum Num, like, kind of like right away.
what is
I'm
your
sure
what
there's
is
other ones though.
your argument for putting him in midi-chlorians?
Um, I don't know, he was pretty cool with, I mean, he lasted quite a bit, right? I mean, he was with Lando, right?
He has a fun
And
little
then
chuckle, yeah.
yeah, and, yeah, and he's yeah, so Did he made it to, yeah, he made it to the sequel trilogy too, so he was around for a little bit, or they were around for a little bit, so I
I
would put them in mid. I would be fine at Nerf Herder too, I think, though.
How do you feel about putting him in Nerf Herder below Jabba?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll just put that there, that's fine.
Oh, this is like, how do you separate this next one
Yeah,
from
from
the
Ahsoka.
character?
And
Yeah.
also, wasn't so this is Togruta, right?
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
the name of the species. And
Mhm.
of course, on the screen, we have Ahsoka here. But wasn't Shakti also
Yes.
Togruta?
Chalk T also was, yeah.
So that I mean, those are really good ones, you
Yeah.
know?
I
Those are
just think
pretty
the
good ones.
species looks cool. That's part of what I'm grading on personally, like
Yeah,
how
I mean,
cool the
let's
species
let's
looks.
be honest. Let's be honest.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
just throw
yes.
it up there.
If there was a tier above Galaxy's Finest for just the names of these, the species, we'd have to have something above Galaxy's Finest for Ahsoka.
Yes, true. I
Um, Wookiees, man, this one has to be top 2 tiers,
yeah,
right?
I would put top 2 as well.
I oh, man. I kinda like Wookiees more than Chiss. How do you
Sure,
do you
sure.
think it's above or below Chiss?
I think I would put it above Chiss.
I would too.
So something like that,
Would
right?
you put it in Galaxy's Finest or Rays of Sunshine?
I would probably put it in Ray of Sunshine because Galaxy's fine because the Togrutas like just look way cooler than
Yeah.
like Wookiees. So like that's where the differentiation is there.
Yeah, I like that spot for Wookiees. I like it.
Yeah, I'm right with that. All right, we
All right,
move
what do we
on
got next?
to Jawas.
Side note, because we have Jawas and Tusken Raiders on this list. Did you ever play Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one, where there was the hunt
No.
mode on Mos Eisley, where one team was the Jawas and one team was the Tuskens?
Oh no, that's cool.
And believe it or not, it was way easier to win playing as the Jawas.
There was also a mode in the newer Battlefront 2 where you were playing either as the Stormtroopers or the Ewoks.
Yeah, they had that same thing in the original one.
Oh,
too.
was it? Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It was that one, and then they had Wampas on Hoth, and they had Gungans on Naboo.
Oh, those are fun. Shit,
Yeah.
I need to play that game.
Yeah. All right, where are we putting Jawas? What's your initial
Jawas?
inclination?
I mean, they're kind of cute in a creepy kind of way, and they make me laugh. They're pretty funny.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. Here's the thing,
pretty
where would
funny.
you rank them if they had no voices versus where would you rank them knowing what their voices sound like?
I mean, I wouldn't put them in Rays of Sunshine for sure. So I think their ceiling is the midichlorians.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say if Jawas had no voice lines, they would be nerf herders.
Yeah.
But because they're hilarious, I think Hootity!
Yeah.
I kinda wanna put them in midichlorians.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that.
Are we comfortable with Hutts being below Jawas? We can rearrange at the end if we need to.
Yeah, let's put them up here.
Okay.
We'll put them up here. We'll do that for now. We'll put we'll put the Hutts above the Jawas in the midichlorian tier.
Okay. All right. Next up, this is another one I had to look up the species name. This is Plo Koon, who is one of the Jedi that perished in Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith. If you've seen the third episode, Keldor is the name of his species. I feel like there's an episode of Clone Wars or something. His species, his people's species in there.
Yeah.
I see. He's like my perception of this species is a Jedi, so I don't want to put it on nerf herders. But like, if he was not a Jedi, where would you put him?
If he was not a Jedi,
Midichlorians, or would you put him? Would you put him in Rays of Sunshine?
I think I would put him in midichlorians.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards that too.
Yeah, because they're not as iconic as Wookiees or as cool as Chiss, but kind of just like they're like solid. They're like they're 6-man coming off the bench. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that you need. You know,
better than. So where do you rank them compared to the Hutts and the Jawas?
I mean, above the Jawas. Well,
see, they're so different. Is the thing like Jawas are cute and funny.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Like the Keldor seems like kind of like a wise species.
Yeah, like majestic almost.
Yeah. I kind of like that where you have it right there.
Yeah, so at the midichlorian tier, we got the Hutts, followed by the Jawas.
Tells me that's probably going to be our biggest tier when we're done with this.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be like a bell curve. It'll be fine, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Who we got next? The Lasat. This is a Zeb.
This is basically the Zeb species. Also, the master of Cal Kestis is
true.
Is also Lasat. So
very true.
Those are your two options there.
You went with animated Zeb rather than live action Zeb.
I did, yeah, because that was what was available on the site that I was looking at. So
I got you. This might be a hot take. I kind of want to put Lasat on the bottom of Rays of Sunshine.
Oh, really?
Is that too high, you think?
I mean, I was gonna put him solidly at midichlorians.
Where compared to the Hutts and the Jawas?
I mean, probably here, probably second past after the Hutts. But I could be talked to into the Rays of Sunshine. What about the Lasat would give you the reason to put them that high?
I just think it's a cool species, and I think I'm probably basing too much of it on how much I like Zeb. as a
Mhm.
character.
Mhm.
But I
I do like his story arc too, like just the story of the Lasats.
Mhm.
I think they were obviously taken over by the Empire, I believe, and they started using some of the weaponry from their or the weaponry that was used to essentially annihilate all the Lasats was used in one of like the rebels episodes that they were trying to steal it or something like that. So I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that was a pretty solid one. Now you're talking. Now I'm talking myself into it. Actually, it was Rays of Sunshine.
I'm comfortable with that. I feel like some people might think that's a little too high, but I kinda like the Lasat being part of the Rays of Sunshine too.
I'm good with that.
Who's next? Admiral Akbar?
Yeah,
Mon Calamari?
Mon Calamari.
See, this one, I just wanna put high for the memes,
Right.
but let's think about this objectively. Where should Mon Calamari go?
I'm. Uh, I might put him a little lower. I might put him in Nerf herders. Honestly.
Really? See, I
Yeah.
feel like, uh, yeah, but,
Yeah.
like,
Just because.
at the bottom of Nerf herders or where?
I mean, I think these are like a tie, really, honestly, between
That's
Celestins
fair.
and them. You
That's
know.
fair. I'm I'm okay with that, even though we'll be upsetting all the Admiral Akbar stands out there.
I agree. But hey,
But
sometimes you need that controversy, I guess, to get people
that
talking.
that seems fair, I guess. And then our next species is also related to the Mon Calamari.
Mhm.
And okay, hear me out. If we're putting Mon Calamari on Nerf herders, I feel like we have to put the Corins on Bantha fodder.
I couldn't agree more, honestly.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, I couldn't agree more, yeah.
'Cause I don't think
I
we're gonna
mean
have too many on here that are Bantha fodder.
right, right. I think the middle tiers are gonna be the ones that have the more, and then the top tier and the bottom tier, they're gonna have the least, obviously. So I think we're doing good here.
For those also who don't know, the Corins, live on the same planet, Mon Cala, as the Mon Calamari. And so, not only do they share a planet, the species they share the planet with is the one that has the planet's name. So I guess that's saying a little bit of something, you know what I mean?
Mhm,
And
that's true,
in
yeah.
the arc, what is it? Clone Wars, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Clone Wars, yeah.
There's a Clone Wars arc where like the Mon Calamari and the Corrin are quarreling, no pun intended.
Hey.
Uh, and the Corrin just seem like the bad guys in the situation.
Mhm. You're right, yeah.
So that's probably a lot of people's main exposure to the Corrin species, and
Mhm.
because they have no Admiral Akbar on their side, I feel like Bantha fodder is deserved.
That's fine.
What do we got next? Rhodians?
Rhodians. Obviously, you have, like, a Greedo would be the
Did he
top
did
the
he
top
shoot first
Rhodians.
though? Did he shoot first?
Depends on which version you watched, which one you grew up with. Either it was him or wasn't him, who knows?
I think Rhodians are cool,
I think they're
personally.
cool too. I think they're pretty cool too.
I have an affinity towards green species.
Ah. So I see a couple coming up too that you may be
Yeah,
you
there's a
may
few of
be
them in here.
enjoying as well, yeah. Where would you put them initially then for yourself?
I think I like Rhodians more than the Keldor.
Okay.
I think I I feel like I'm kinda locked into midi-chlorians
I'm
for the
yeah,
Rhodian species.
yeah, I'm
Where
I'm
where
I'm
would
with you on
you
that.
where would you put them on that,
I would put
level?
him I would put him second after Huts. I like him that much over Jawas.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I like that, I like that. And then speaking of Jawas, we have Tusken Raiders up next. I personally think Tusken Raiders are cooler than Jawas. How do you
Yes, I
feel?
agree. I absolutely agree. I think
Okay.
especially with what we come to find in what was in Boba Fett, I believe? The
Yes,
Boba
that
Fett
kinda
series?
added some depth to the species.
Yeah, yeah. So I definitely would put them above the Jawas.
And in Legends, there's a Tusken Raider Jedi too.
Is there?
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know,
Um,
does Legends content influence our decisions here?
I mean, it influences yours, so mine as well, right? So, um, do you put them above the Rhodians, above the Hutts? Where do you put them?
Oh. I don't think I like them enough to be on the Rays of Sunshine tier. That's
I
probably
agree.
for
I
sure.
agree.
I would be okay having them on either side of the huts.
I'm putting them above the huts.
Okay.
I kind of like them better than the huts.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like it. Twi'leks are next. Oh my goodness.
Lots of Twi'leks too.
Yeah. Man, this one's tough. I mean, I feel like the bottom here is Rays of Sunshine, right? Or are you considering midi-chlorians?
For the Twi'leks,
Yeah.
I'm definitely putting them in the Rays of Sunshine.
Okay. Are you
I
considering Galaxy's Finest?
I mean, I would consider it, I think.
I mean, personally, I think they are cooler than Wookiees. And
Yes.
there's currently nothing between our top, which is the Togrutas, and our second, which is
Yeah.
the Wookiees.
Yeah.
Would you I'm okay with that. There's a part of me that wants to put them on Galaxy's Finest,
Mhm. We should just
but
put an asterisk. I wish we could put asterisk because
yeah.
we're really considering. So maybe like the next ballot,
But to be fair,
they're not first ballot
yeah, second
Hall of
ballot
Fame.
Galaxy's Finest.
Right.
The next species, though, I want to put this on Galaxy's Finest.
Yeah, there's no question that the
Zabrex.
Zabrax, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean Darth Maul, Savage Opress. Oh my gosh. There's no way you can't put that. It's such a cool.
They look cool.
They look very cool. And they're incredible.
Have you ever watched the documentary of like the behind the scenes of the making of the Phantom Menace?
I don't think I have, no.
The concept art that went into the creation of Darth Maul, it's basically George Lucas just sitting in a room with artists and being like, "Yeah, I just want him to look like the embodiment of all evil. Just make him look evil." And and this is what
And
they
this
came
is
up
what the
with.
chemo
Yeah,
they nailed it. They actually
yeah.
did a very good job with that.
I think they took inspiration from like I can't remember. It's a certain area of the world's folklore for the creation of him.
Mm.
But anyways, yeah, Zabrex are one of my favorite species, and I think they just objectively look really cool. So I'm comfortable putting them on Galaxy's Finest, maybe just a little bit behind the Togrutas though.
Yep. Agreed.
Cad Bane
Yeah.
is a member of a species I had no clue the name of until researching the names for these species. Duros?
The Duros,
I
yeah.
am pretty sure I had never heard that before.
Oh, yeah.
Do we know another Duros species in Star
The
Wars other than Cad?
there's one in the Battlefront 2, the newer game.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Outside of that, I don't there may be, but
Does
I can't think of any.
do members of the Duros species all have those tubes that enable them to breathe, or is that specifically a Cad Bane thing?
I don't remember. I don't think the other one did, to be honest.
I feel like I need a reference picture of a Duros species to know if it's just that Cad Bane looks really cool. Okay,
Mhm.
I have a reference picture. I think it's partially that Cad Bane looks cool,
Yeah.
like with the breathing apparatus and the hat.
Right, yeah.
I don't know, man. What are you leaning towards? I could be swayed pretty heavily on this one.
I think I'd put them either at the top of Nerf herders or the bottom of midichlorians.
Oh, wow, you're gonna go down there?
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. See,
I
okay,
mean, I like
if
the
we're
design, but there's just something about I don't know. That's why I would put them initially, I think, though.
it almost looks like a blue Rhodian if you think about it.
Yes, right.
They were
With the
just like
eyes. I think with the eyes especially.
they ran out of ideas, and they're like, "What if we made the Rhodians, but they
Blue.
were blue?"
Hear me out.
I don't know if I can go down to Nerf herders because I
Okay.
think I do like Duros better than Eldor.
Okay.
Do you like the Keldor species better than Duros?
I mean, I could they're interchangeable to me, I think. So if
Okay.
you wanted to put them above them, that would be
See, the thing is, these pictures I'm looking at here, like Cad Bane looks so cool, but the other Duros species looks so kind of
looks
lame.
kind of bland, right?
So I would I would be willing to compromise by putting them at the top of nerf herders if
Okay.
there is a giant asterisk that we are judging this based off of the average Duros species and
Okay.
not Cad Bane.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Mark it.
Mark it down. Gamorreans up next. Is there any Gamorrean? There probably is a Gamorrean that's named in Clone Wars.
I would assume, yeah.
Well, how do you feel about Gamorreans? I
mean,
I'm not gonna say Bantha fodder.
I wouldn't say Bantha fodder. I would put them in nerf herders.
Yeah, I would too.
Where
would you go? I kind of want to go. Well, what were you gonna say?
I would go and put them third here.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was gonna say too.
Like between Mon Calamari and the Celestins.
Yeah. I feel bad for the Celestins, but I just feel like I generally don't have a lot of knowledge about that species.
Yeah.
And there's nothing about it that's like particularly like eye-popping or exciting.
That's fair.
Who's next? The Geonosians?
Yes, Geonosians.
Who is that? Is that Poggle the Lesser?
No, I think it's one of the
one of the
warriors or whatever. Yeah.
The generic Geonosian?
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of like insect looking.
Yeah, he doesn't look gross.
Yeah.
When I was younger, growing up, we had a Star Wars chess set, and it was based on Episode 2. And so all the pawns on the dark side were Geonosians.
Nice. There's a ton of them.
Yeah. I would probably say this belongs on nerf herders, no?
Yeah. I mean, I could be argued to go Bantha fodder too.
You want to do Bantha fodder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like there is merit to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Bantha fodder might need some more people on that tier.
Yeah, let's just throw them on there.
But do you want to put them below the Quarrens?
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Are you sure though? Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. Don't try to Jedi mind trick me out of that one.
These are not the Geonosians. Gungans. Okay, hot take. I think I'm gonna probably put these higher than a lot of people would.
Oh, where would you put them?
I would probably put Gungans on midi-chlorians.
Okay, how high?
Probably near the Jawas.
Okay.
Where completely unbiased, where would you go?
I was gonna put them also on midi-chlorians, but I probably would have put them above Rhodians. So after the Hutts.
You know what? Jar Jar has endured enough hate over the years.
Yeah. We'll give him one spot.
The Gungans can get another spot on the midi-chlorians tier. Who's next? Kaminoans?
Yes, Kaminoans.
I think this is a picture of. It's not Nala Se or Lama Su. It's the other one that's in. Is it Tan Wei? I think is her name. Kaminoans are. They're cool looking.
They're cool, and they're kind of like mysterious with their kind of just their look and their species.
Like a really. They move like a giraffe that has gone to the chiropractor and is just coming out of the room.
And it's like real chill. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I just based off of how cool they look, I almost want to put them on Rays of Sunshine.
I was actually considering that, if not the top of midichlorians.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we do it. I think we just do it. I think we just put them on.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we'll put them on last on Rays of Sunshine right now. Yeah.
There's nothing particularly like exciting about their personalities because I feel like a lot of them talk in a very dull manner.
Mm-hmm.
But just based off of how cool looking they are,
cool looking, and really the importance of them.
Yeah, that's
in the
true.
whole the entire universe, right? So
Without
I think
does the Empire exist?
Exactly. So I think they're a solid species.
Next up is the Toydarians, which I recently learned how to spell in our Star Wars trivia episode.
Nice.
I'm a Toydarian. Mind tricks don't work on me. I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go Nerf Herder.
Yeah, I'm putting them low at the bottom of Nerf Herders.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What's keeping you from putting them in Bantha fodder?
Not much, honestly. You saying that we've been Nerf herder. I told you I don't like the insects, so I if they were the right next to the Geonosians, I wouldn't complain about that either.
Yeah. Who's next? What's Bosk's? Oh, Trandoshan.
Trandoshians, yeah.
Um, this is a hot take. I don't think Bosk is that cool.
I didn't really either.
I think he's kind of like it looks like he was made in the early 80s.
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh, what would look cool? Let's put a dinosaur in a spaceman suit.
Right.
I guess we're judging on the species though.
Yeah.
What
We
do
haven't seen
you
that. Well, because I think there was an episode of Mandalorian that they had popped up, right? Where they were fighting
Yes.
Mando.
Yes.
I would put him smack in the middle of midichlorians.
In the middle of midichlorians?
Yeah, either like around. Ooh, I'd actually maybe towards the bottom half of midichlorians. Now that I think about it, because I'm looking at who's there, and I'm like, actually, maybe not the middle.
I
Maybe
could
the
be
bottom half.
swayed to put the Trandosh. Well, I kind of like the bottom of midichlorian.
Okay.
Either
Like
that or
past.
even the top of nerf herders. But I'm cool with the bottom of midichlorians because you initially wanted to put them there. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put them there for now and see how it goes.
This next one is a species I also
This was
have to look up.
This was my meme one. There's no way that we really know anything about that.
I didn't even know this person had a name.
Oh, Max Rebo?
Max Rebo, from the
Max Rebo band, yeah.
from Jabba's palace. Or no, this was Jabba's
Yeah,
palace.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. What was in the special edition where they made all the changes? What was the name of the alien girl with the weird long lips?
Oh, was it something Snoodles or something?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I can't remember the full name, but yeah.
Max Rebo and her are just chilling, singing songs in Jabba's palace all day.
Yeah.
He's a ortolan. Am I pronouncing that right?
Sure. I have no idea.
This is I think one of two species on this list where I have literally never seen the name before. Ortolan.
We're working on our trivia for next time.
Yeah, where are we putting this one? I don't even have a reference point for this.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I put him Nerfer or Bantha fodder. I kind of don't even really care.
He's kind of oddly cute, but in a really weird way.
Right, yeah. But he's musically talented, so I mean, there's that.
I'd feel bad putting Max in Nerf herder or in Bantha fodder.
Bantha fodder, yeah. I would feel bad about that too.
I kind of like him more than. I kind of want to put him next to the Gamorrean, honestly, in Nerf herders.
Like here?
Is that too high for you?
No, I'd be fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
On either side of the Gamorrean, that honestly.
What the heck? He's got musical talent. Throw him ahead of the Gamorrean.
That's right. What has Gamorreans done? I don't remember him. I don't remember them playing the flute. You know what I mean?
Yep. They just fall into rancor pits and get eaten. All right, we got what? 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
The Powans, which for anyone that does not know, that is also the species of the Grand Inquisitor.
Oh wow! That made it a little bit cooler.
Did I just elevate it a little bit for you?
Just a little bit, yeah.
I want to put. I've always thought the Powans kind of looked cool.
They do, yeah.
I don't think I can put them on Rays of Sunshine though.
No, I agree. I mean, I could probably put them on either side of the Gungans, I think.
I'm okay putting them to the right of the Gungan.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's like the mid of mids.
Yeah, that's the absolute mid of midichlorians.
Congratulations, Powans. You are the most mid of all the mids. All right. What do we got? We got 2 left. The Ugnaught, and I think his name is pronounced Quill. Is that right?
I think it's Quill.
Oh, is it Quill?
Yeah, I think it's just Quill.
I think his character is fun in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't look at that character and I'm like, oh, that's a cool looking. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just looks kind of like an older guy who they, put a little extra prosthetic on his face and made him look like he's permanently grumpy.
Right.
Where are you leaning towards? I don't want to sway you because I think you like this character more than I do.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I would probably put him somewhere in Nerf herder or the low end of midichlorian.
I could be swayed to put him ahead of Bosk on midichlorians. Or
Oh,
not
okay.
Bosk. What's the Trandoshans?
Oh, Trandoshans.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I'd be fine with that too, actually.
that's actually higher than I thought I was gonna put him. Okay, one left, and then I feel like we need to do some slight rearranging.
Yep, that's fine.
And then our last species is unnamed species, Grogu and Yoda's species.
And Yaddle. I mean, the three
And
that we
Yaddle.
know, the
Yep.
three that we know are pretty incredible. But where do we put it though?
Am I too biased in kind of wanting to put this on Galaxy's Finest at the bottom of it?
I mean, that's kind of where I put them. That's where I
Was
would
it?
put them. Oh yeah.
Do you think it's
That's where I
better
would
than a
put 'em.
Zabrak?
I could be. Oh, I don't know.
'Cause I kinda like it there, but I wanna
Yeah.
hear what your thoughts are on Yoda's species versus Zabrak's.
So it's like the opposite, like just complete opposites of the spectrum on this one, right? Where
Mhm.
like something that you could. I mean, look at the two pictures that we have. We have a really evil looking Darth Maul, and then Grogu.
I think it's the Solo Darth Maul picture, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that from Solo
I
Star
think it's
Wars
from
Story?
Solo. That's right. Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, so the question is the evilness of the Zabraks more than the cuteness of Grogu? It's kind of it's kind of where I would be, and I think this is probably where I would land them too.
I think that looks good.
Yeah.
Any changes we wanna make to this before we finalize it and set it in stone?
Um.
I have one.
Okay. What is it? What would
Wait,
yours be?
okay. I'll pick one on this list that I think needs to be moved, and you pick one on this list
Okay.
that you
Okay.
think needs to be moved. Do you wanna hear
Let's
mine, or
see.
do you
Yeah.
want
Yeah. Yeah.
wanna go first?
Let's hear yours first because I already
I
know which mine would pick.
I wanna put the Mon Calamari, like, somewhere in midichlorians.
Oh. Okay.
Like, I wanna put the Mon Calamari, like, between the Jawas and the Keldor. How do you feel about that?
So here.
Is that too much of a change?
That's quite a bump. But no, we'll have one move that we can do that the other one can't even like
Yeah.
can't even just
I'm
veto or
moving the
anything. Yeah.
Quarrens to
That's right, yeah.
Galaxy's Finest.
That's right, yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Oh!
Just kidding. Yeah, right. No way. For those who didn't see, I was moving the Togruta to the Bantha fodder, but I would
How
never
dare
do
you.
such things. No, not a huge move, but this is the one that I would do. Would be
Curious.
I would move Twi'leks up.
Yes!
That would
That was
move
my
Twi'leks,
second
yeah.
thing I was gonna do.
That would move Twi'leks up
Yes, let's go.
to Galaxy's Finest. So yeah,
This is such a good list. I'm very
this is a
happy
great
with it.
list. Yeah, it's a great list. So to let's just you want to do a recap of what each of the tiers have in there?
Sure, yeah. I guess we can alternate tiers.
Yeah.
So in Galaxy's Finest, we had the Togruta, then the Zabrex, and then the unnamed species of Yoda, Grogu, and Yaddle. And then rounding out Galaxy's Finest, we had the Twi'leks.
And then in the second tier, the Rays of Sunshine, we also have 4 species. We have the Wookiees, the Chiss, the Lasats, and the Kaminoans.
Kaminoan's kind of like a surprise underdog
Oh,
making
yeah.
it into the Rays of Sunshine tier there.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's good, heart
Midichlorians.
story.
Yeah.
Heartfelt story.
Heartfelt story. Midichlorians was our largest tier by far. We actually had 10 species in here. And then we had the let's see. Oh, there we go. We had the Tuskens, the Hutts, the Gungans, the Powans, the Rhodians, the Jawas, the Mon Calamari, the Keldor, the Ugnaughts, and the Trandoshans, rounding out the midichlorian tier.
4th tier, the Nerf Herders start with the Duros, the Max Rebo. I've already forgot the name of
The Ortolans.
I was gonna say orangutan. I knew that was wrong. The Gamorreans, the Celestins, and then the Toydarians that round out the Nerf Herders.
I'm a Toydarian. And then in our lowest and final tier, we only had 2. So most of the species did not deserve Bantha fodder. But the 2 that we thought did were the Geonosins and, of course, the Quarrens, lesser of the Mon Cala species.
Nice.
Well, this was fun. We should do
This was
this
a lot of fun,
again
yeah.
sometime with some other Star Wars specific thing like vehicles, or I don't know. We'll have to.
I was just thinking that's crazy. I was
Really?
thinking the same thing. Yeah,
That'd be fun. We should do that sometime.
speeder bike is going to be top notch. By the way, for
Ooh, like the ones on
that's one of my
indoor?
favorites. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Also, if any of you listening to this are interested in seeing another episode like this, please let us know down in the comments of the YouTube format of the podcast, what we should do for our next tier list. And yeah, this has been a really fun one.
Yeah, we'll even share the link to this one, and if you wanted to do a tier list, then let us know what you thought.
Oh yes, the link can be found where, Joey? On tiermaker.com?
Yes, and
All
then
right.
we could drop it in like the notes or something like that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Check out the show notes of this episode for the link there, and maybe tweet at us at Hoth Hangout for once you've completed it, and show us how you've ranked all the different species of all the Star Wars species we talked about here today. Also, in next week's episode, we are going to be doing another draft episode. I think our most recent draft, we've done a Jedi draft, which was a few weeks back now. What,
A few months up, probably.
few months
actually.
back, actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are going to complete the other half of the Force and do a Sith draft next week.
The Ben draft. We'll call it the Ben draft.
Yeah. Code name Ben draft. I'm just putting a little claim on a certain character. You might know who. No, I'm kidding. He's open for
I
taking.
wonder.
But tune in next week to the next episode of the Hoth Hangout podcast, where Joey and I will each be drafting our top 5 favorite or most powerful or just best Sith. So be on the lookout for that one. Any last thoughts before we outro it here real quick, Joey?
I think we did really good with this tier list. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like so proud. It was like our baby. I think we did a really good job.
I honestly did think we did really well. That was fun. We're definitely gonna have to do another one of these. That was a blast.
Yes, definitely.
Well, you can always check us out on all platforms you listen to your podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple, or anywhere in the podcast universe. Again, check us out on our socials at Hoth Hangout on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you're not subscribed to the Hoth Hangout YouTube channel, check us out there and subscribe over there. We're going to be getting some reactions here back in about 2 months' time once Ahsoka comes back out. So if you are a podcast-only listener and not have seen any of our reaction stuff, YouTube is also the place where you can check out some of those, in addition to some of our older reactions to some shows that have come out over the past almost year or so. So subscribe to the Hoth Hangout YouTube channel as well. This was a blast ranking all of these Star Wars species. Definitely going to be doing another tier list episode sometime in the near future, so be on the lookout for it. Joey, it has been a blast. It has been a pleasure. Any last words?
I'm just glad we didn't put ourselves in Bantha fodder. That's all. I hope we are at least rays of sunshine to you all.
Yes, there you go. I like that. Well, we appreciate each and every single one of you for listening to the Hoth Hangout podcast. As always, this was episode 37 in the books, I believe. And a special shout out to producer Gibbo. Glad to have him back after last episode where Joey and I struggled through the the production stuff. So
as always,
yes. So much love to Gibbo and all the work behind the scenes that he does. We appreciate you guys. We will catch you in the next episode, and may the Force be with you.